Hey, what's up guys? Today I wanted to talk about the most important things to remember when you're trying to hold on to as much muscle as possible while you're losing weight.
They already know what it is.
All I do is work, hustle, kill. All I do is work, hustle, kill. All I do is work, hustle, kill.
So the first thing that you want to focus on when you go into a cut or a caloric deficit, you're trying to lose body fat. Everybody wants to hang on to as much muscle as possible. The first thing you want to focus on is doing your cut very slowly. You want to decrease your calories to below what it takes to maintain your body weight, but you want to do it in very small increments. So don't do a severe cut. Don't do 1,000 calorie plus deficit. What you want to do is lose the weight gradually. You want to do it slowly, and that is one way that you can minimize the amount of muscle that you lose during your cut. Because it's important to remember that if you're in a caloric deficit and you're losing body weight, you will lose some muscle. You're going to lose fat, but you are going to lose some muscle as well. What we're going to talk about here is the ways to minimize that, or minimize that, sorry. So first off is don't do a severe cut. 250, 500 calorie deficit. You want to take it nice and slow. Half a pound a week, maximum 1 pound a week. Now, I'm not saying that you can't cut more. Some people would rather do a more aggressive cut for a shorter period of time, but this is just to, if you really want to hang on to as much muscle as possible while you're cutting. So second is, along with the small deficit, slow gradual cut, the next thing to focus on will be keeping your protein intake high. At least 1 pound, or at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight per day. This will ensure that the muscle that you do have is getting as much protein as it needs to sustain itself while you're in this deficit. This will help to minimize the amount of muscle that you're losing and maximize the amount of fat that you're losing when you're losing weight. The next thing that you want to focus on is in terms of your workouts. Now, the way a lot of people, what they will do is change up their routines. They'll and some people will tell you higher reps. Basically don't work as hard, don't work as heavy while you're in a deficit, while you're losing weight. But it's actually just the opposite. What you want to do is you will probably lose some strength during your cut, but like I said, the more strength you can hold on to, the more muscle you're going to hold on to. So the idea is actually to keep working with the same numbers, if at all possible. So if you're lifting, say you can do 225 on squat for 5 reps, for example, you want to try your damnedest to stay at that being the numbers that you can push, even as you're losing weight. Now, it might not be realistic, but your goal is to try to keep the strength that you had while you were in a surplus or while you were maintaining. So lift heavy, guys. It's really important when you are trying to cut. If you want to hang on to that muscle, you've got to put in the same kind of work that you put in to gain that muscle. Don't lessen the weights. Don't push any less hard. This is where it gets actually harder. This is what they call grinding. This is the hard part of cutting, and that is maintaining the muscle and keeping that strength. So you want to keep as much strength as possible by lifting as heavy as you were, or possibly if you can push yourself to it, even heavier than you were when you were maintaining or in a surplus. So those, to me, are the most important things to remember when you're trying to hang on to that muscle mass, when you're losing weight, trying to lose as much fat as possible and holding on to that muscle. All right, guys, that is my take on it. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for more informative videos. I think this one is one of the more important videos that I've done in terms of information, how to do things. I've done plenty of videos. I do vlogs, I do kind of motivational stuff, but this is one of the more important points, one of the more important things to remember in bodybuilding, in fitness. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and like this video, leave a comment. Please share this with others. Anyone that you think could benefit from this, share it on Facebook, share it on Google+, Twitter, anything, any social media that you're involved in. Share it out there, get the information out. I think a lot of people can benefit from knowing that. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.